guys, so in this beginners series we're going to be looking at how to fight with a stick. And the first thing we look at is the grip for the stick, just to clear that up from the start. So I'll come a bit closer. So you see I've got the stick in my hand and it's my middle two fingers here, that's actually going to grip the stick. The first finger and the pinky finger have got a bit of a give, because when I'm swinging the stick I want to have this sort of whip, this sort of whipping sort of motion going on. If I grip the stick too tight, it becomes more like a club. So with the stick, you want to be hitting with the end of the stick, last couple of inches, and that's going to have all the power and the sort of whip. Okay, I'm going to leave a couple of inches at the bottom. This is known as the punya, and it gives the stick a bit of balance, but also allows you to sort of attach to things. You can use it as a weapon as well. You can hit and attach. So yeah, you always want to have a bit of a couple of inches there. These two fingers are gripping tight, pinky and first finger sort of a bit relaxed, so you get this whipping motion here. So you can just practice the grip, and you see I'm just whipping, sort of falling backward, just feeling that, sort of getting the feel of the stick in my hands. I'm doing that. Okay, so you can do that for a bit to warm the wrist up and get that motion down. Then we'll begin, before we get into our fighting stance, we're just going to begin with our feet square. And I just want to be, just like when we're punching, I want to be using my hips and my shoulders. So I want to be rotating my hips and my shoulders. You see the balls of my feet as well. Just like when we're punching, exactly the same mechanics, except for now I'm going to have a stick in my hand. So bearing that in mind, we'll introduce the first two angles. Still in our square position, we've got angle 1, which is like a forehand, and angle 2, which is like a backhand. Okay, and you see the arc. What I'm trying to do is come down here and here. Okay, so cutting down, so hitting the temple or the clavicle, and then coming through to the waist. So if it was a machete, be cutting all the way through. Because it's a stick, we're hitting the sort of bone, but the mechanics are still the same. I'm coming down. So as you can practice this, I want to start nice and high. So I'm holding the stick here, cut down on the angle 1, cut down on the angle 2. If you see my bottom half, I'm getting used to using my hips and my shoulders. Angle 1, angle 2. Angle 1, angle 2. So forehand, backhand, forehand, backhand. And the targets with this strike, I'm looking to either hit the head, as I said, either hit the head, or maybe the hand. So depending on where your target is, the sort of apex of your strike, so where the tip of the stick is going to be, it's either head level or hand level. So you can play with those two as well. Head level, hand level. So trying to get a nice tight X, hand level. So nice tight X here, not too wide out there. So coming down at that angle there. So pivoting on the balls of your feet, turning your hips and shoulders, like so. And once you've got that down on the spot, with turning your feet and shoulders, now we can actually go into more of a fighting stance. And so now, because we've got the weapon in our hand, in general, at long range, you want to be hiding behind the weapon, okay? So that means my right leg's going to be forward if I've got the weapon in my right hand, and when you put it in your left hand, opposite left leg forward that way, hiding behind the weapon, okay? Things like old school fencing, haven't got the room on the camera, old school fencing, I'm side on, so I've got the most range as possible, because we're at long range. Targets are going to be the hand, maybe the head for long range. So now I'm in my fighting stance, my rear foot is up, just like when we're boxing, front leg's slightly bent, and I want to be side on, okay? Because if I'm too wide, this is all the targets. I want to be side on, hiding behind my stick. So I'm out here at an angle, I'm using the bottom of the punya, that's like my targeter, so where I point this is where I'm going to be hitting. You see I'm nice and narrow, not flared out here, so I'm nice and narrow. Then we do the same, I've got angle 1 and then angle 2. So you see as I do my angle 2, I'm turning my hip in. So angle 1, angle 2, so reset here, angle 1, angle 2, reset, angle 1, angle 2, and I'll reset from the side. Hope you can see me here, got angle 1, angle 2, so rotating in. See my elbow starts close, it comes out from the body and comes back in. Comes out from the body, comes back in. So nice, getting nice long range on the strikes. Here, angle 1, angle 2. And so again, you can just work that angle 1, angle 2, using your hips and your shoulders, focusing on a nice tight angle, head height or hand height, so you can change your targets, head, hand. Okay, so get that down before you move on to the next video.